While the world is busy searching for the fastest, greenest, or most efficient cars, some inventors decided to follow their own vision. Practical when it comes to parking and extremely creative, these classic cars may be small in size, but are big in impact. In today's video, we are going to look at the 10 smallest cars ever made. Number 10, Buddy Electric. Buddy is a two-door, three-seater electric quadricycle designed and manufactured in the early 2000s by Buddy Electric, a vehicle manufacturing company based in Oslo, Norway. The vision behind the small electric car was to be the best in the city, taking up little space, using little energy, being easy to handle in heavy traffic, and not least, playfully easy to park. While it may not be the most popular vehicle in its home country, the Buddy Electric has a range of up to 79 kilometers and recharge time of at least 6 hours. This 2.44 meters long electric car is made up of thin fiberglass, and according to the manufacturer, it can hit 0 to 48 kilometers per hour in just 7 seconds, with a top speed of 90 kilometers per hour, which is pretty impressive for this tiny city vehicle. The Buddy was EU approved as an electric four-wheel motorcycle, and it can be used as an ordinary vehicle without restrictions, and drivers require only an ordinary driver's license. Number 9, Renault Twizy. The Renault Twizy is a two-seater compact electric car by Renault Motors, manufactured initially in Spain and later since 2019 in South Korea. It is classified in Europe as either a light or heavy quadricycle depending on the output power, which is either 5.4 horsepower for the 45 model or 17 horsepower for the 80 model, both names reflecting its top speed in kilometers per hour. This little vehicle, measuring just 2.32 meters in length, comes packed with some cool features and amazing technological advancements such as scissor doors, panoramic clear sky roof, on-board computer, energy recovery system, etc. Its 6.1 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery provides the tiny vehicle with a range of 100 kilometers on a full charge. Originally built as a concept car in 2009, the Twizy is still being produced today after becoming the top-selling plug-in electric vehicle in Europe during 2012 and reaching the milestone of 15,000 Twizys sold worldwide in April 2015. Number 8, Isetta. The Isetta was a small two-seater four-wheeled car, powered by a motorcycle engine, and because of its egg shape and bubble-like windows, it became known as a bubble car. The Isetta caused a sensation when it was introduced to the motoring press in Turin in November 1953. It was unlike anything seen before. Small, measuring only 2.29 meters long by 1.37 meters wide, and egg-shaped with bubble-type windows, and the entire front end of the car hinged outwards to allow entry. The seat provided reasonable comfort for 2 occupants and perhaps a small child. The Isetta took over 30 seconds to reach 50 kilometers per hour, reaching a top speed of about 75 kilometers per hour. First built in 1953 by the Italian company ISO, it was soon licensed in a number of different countries, managing at some point with the BMW 1955 version of the Isetta to become the top-selling single-cylinder car in the world, with 161,728 units sold. Number 7, Peel Trident. The Peel Trident was a further development of its famous brother Peel P50, but with a slightly larger body. The car was 185 centimeters long and 99 centimeters wide, with a weight of 150 kilograms, and featured a 50cc single-cylinder engine with 3-speed gearbox without reverse, capable of achieving an advertised top speed of 61 kilometers per hour. The all-new body was designed around a clear plastic dome which tilts forward to allow the driver to enter. Though only a single-seater in practical use, the car was designed to theoretically accommodate 2 occupants. The bubble glass top worked great as a viewpoint, but had very poor ventilation, which made the car feel like an oven on a sunny day. The Trident was manufactured between 1965 and 1966, and in 2011, Peel Engineering started remanufacturing it, with all vehicles being hand-built. Number 6, Acoma Mini Comtesse. Designed and produced in France, Acoma's Mini Comtesse was built in the mid-1970s through the mid-1980s to take advantage of one of the country's regulations at the time. The L category, a class of cars and mopeds that could be driven without a driver's license. The Acoma Mini Comtesse measures only 1.7 meters long and it is similar to England's Peel P50, boasting 3 wheels and a 49cc single-cylinder engine, which only produces 3 horsepower, with a top speed of 32 km per hour. One of the car's more unique features, considering its size, was the fact that it had not 1 but 2 doors to allow the driver to disembark, regardless of the parking position. Acoma made 6 different models during its 9-year existence, with the Mini Comtesse being the smallest, and by late 70s, became the largest manufacturer of microcars in France, taking 30% of the market. Number 5. Bruch Mopeda. Built by Egan Bruch, this egg-shaped, one-seater three-wheel small car was built for the 1956 International Bicycle and Motorcycle Exhibition. The 1958 Mopeda, the last edition unfortunately, was 170 meters long, 88 centimeters wide, and weighed only 78 kilograms. The Mopeda had just a 50cc two-stroke engine that produced 2.3 horsepower and hit a top speed of 48 kilometers per hour. Just 14 Mopedas were built, and today only 5 are known to have survived the passage of time. For a brief period, it seemed like Opel were going to distribute the car commercially, but since they never did, this is now a great collector's item. Number 4. The legendary Peel P50. The Peel P50 looks more like a car cut in half than a fully functional personal transport. It is so small that it held the Guinness Book of World Records title for smallest production car for more than 50 years. Measuring just 137 centimeters long, 104 centimeters wide, and with 1 door and 1 headlight, the Peel P50 was considered by Peel Engineering a symbol of automotive minimalism. One particular thing about this car is that it doesn't have a reverse gear, so you would have to use a handle in the rear to manually move the car backwards when required. Luckily, this car wasn't just small in size, but light in weight as well. Originally manufactured from 1962 to 1965 and later re-manufactured in 2010, the Peel is still considered street legal in the UK, though the 49cc engine manages just 60 km per hour. Only 27 of the original Peel P50s are known to exist and can be worth a lot, with one car being auctioned recently for approximately $137,000. Number 3. Mini Plymouth Superbird. Not everyone wants to spend $200,000 or so to drive a real Plymouth Superbird, but Rick Bleckstedt wasn't bothered about the astronomical price of the classic muscle car and opted to build one on his own. Instead of trying to completely reproduce the legendary vehicle, the man decided to make an adorable half-scale replica which is only 60 centimeters tall that turns heads around wherever it goes. The car looks cool and ridiculous at the same time, and you just can't stop staring at it. The body is made completely out of fiberglass and sits atop a modified go-kart chassis. The rig is powered by a Briggs & Stratton motor that makes a whopping 8 horsepower, which is more than enough for a car whose curb weight checks in at just 125 kilograms. Number 2. Wind Up by Perry Watkins. Perry Watkins has built the smallest car in the world at the time of its launch in 2009. After having previously broken the record for the world's lowest car 3 times, he found the inspiration for his latest motoring endeavor while surfing the internet. At just 104 centimeters high, 130 centimeters long and a seemingly impossible 66 centimeters wide, the car, which by the way is fully legal, features seat belts and has a few flames licking the side of the car for added cool factor. The body comes from a repainted Postman Pat children's ride, while the chassis is borrowed from a quad bike. The minuscule motor generates enough power to push the car to a top speed of 60 km per hour, which is really impressive for a car of this size. Number 1. Austin Colson's do-it-yourself car. Phoenix native Austin Colson holds the record for producing the smallest roadworthy car in the world. It's a tiny little electric-powered Jeep that can reach a speed of up to 53 km per hour and measures only 126 centimeters long and 65 centimeters wide. The car was built from the body of a 57 Chevy Bel Air mock-up and uses the drivetrain, transmission, and engine from a road-legal quad cycle. It has seat belts, headlights, taillights, turn signals, a functional horn, rear view mirrors, and a custom safety glass windshield that make it drivable enough to be licensed and registered for use on the road. As a result, in 2014, the car was awarded the Guinness Record distinction for being the smallest roadworthy car in the world.